everybody, Tony and Corey here, your weekend warriors. Today, Tony and I are going to get away from the home improvement stuff and do something a little more fun.
Fun improvement.
Fun improvement. So one of Tony and I's favorite pastimes when we're camping or just hanging out is to play cornhole. So I actually built these boards for Tony, and halfway through the project I realized I need a new set for myself. So we're gonna finish these up and we're gonna build a new set for me, and we're gonna show you how we're gonna do that.
Well, first of all, let's talk about what this is made out of. What is this made out of?
This is made out of MDO plywood and 2x4.
What's MDO stand for?
Medium density overlay. It's not MDF. Some people might confuse that. MDF is made out of it's a medium density fiberboard. They actually use this plywood to make highway road signs. So it's super durable, and it works great because after you get it put on here and you fasten it down to your frame, it's perfectly smooth.
Yeah, all right, I like it. Plywood, 2x4s, a little bit of hardware, and some tools, and we're putting these things together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's show them how it's done. Okay, that's everything but the legs.
Yeah, so that leftover piece that we have there, that's approximately 4 feet long, we'll use for the legs.
All right, perfect. So now we're just going to build the box, the two boxes right here, screw them together at the corners.
Yeah, we're just gonna use like a picture frame, screw these together.
Let's get it. Voila.
So we've got this one put together. Let's go ahead and put the other one together, and then we're gonna drill the holes in the plywood before we screw it down.
Okay.
All right, so we're done with the frames. Now the next thing we need to do is drill the hole in the plywood before we attach it. Some people would do a pilot hole and use a jigsaw to cut that out. It's difficult to do and keep it nice and circular. I have a 6-inch hole saw that I like to use. Makes it super clean. So let's get that out. But what I want to do is drill them at the same time. So we're going to put the good face, it'll be good face to good face, like this. And then we're going to measure our center line, and we'll drill both holes at once.
Are we gonna clamp these corners?
Yeah, we'll get some clamps. We'll clamp these down. So let's go get that. All right, so the hole has to be dead center, 9 inches from the top. So let's clamp these together. All right, so right there is where we're gonna drill our hole. So, we'll go get that.
Nice.
Very nice. All right, let's see those screws. So what we're gonna wanna do is make sure these are all squared up on all the edges. So we're just using 1¼ inch screws to screw this down to the surface. We're only going through 1/2 inch of material. right, so the surface of this thing is all screwed down, looks perfect. One of the things I do like to do when I build cornhole boards is round over the edges. That's a really sharp edge.
It's pretty sharp.
Yeah, and here too. So I like to take the, my 1/8 inch round over bit and just hit all of these surfaces to make it nice and smooth.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, Tony, we got the boards all done. We got the hole drilled, everything's rounded over. Now we just need to make the legs. And I like to do the legs kind of unique. So you have to round over the top, right? So you create, we're gonna use a compass. You're gonna measure down a round over the top. And then what everybody does is they cut a flat angle on the other side.
Right.
What I like to do is round both edges off. That way it sits flat on just about any surface you put it on. It works really well. All right, the next thing you're gonna do, Tony, is we're gonna drill a hole through the center line on one of the sides, and then we've measured over on our actual boards 1 3/4 inches down and 1 3/4 inches down over here. So we're gonna drill a hole here, and then these will be mounted on the inside using our X bolts and ring nuts.
Perfect.
You could also use carriage bolts.
All right, folks, there it is. You've got custom-made cornhole boards, and as you can see, it wasn't terribly difficult. Now the only way to do is get a finish on the face here, get it all nice and painted, and we'll be done.
Oh no, we need to test them out.
Oh, all right, I like that.
Why do you think I brought my bags?
Let's throw some bean bags.
Do it.
All right, you better ring it. I want a ringer. Ring it in.